Hi everyone, this is I with EyeWillPlay. Today I wanted to show you what I believe is the safest way to travel through the Nether for your very first time. Alright, so let's go through the Nether portal, get to the Nether. I'll show you how I was able to travel about 2,000 blocks so that I could use the 8:1 travel ratio to get all the way to the stronghold in the overworld by going through the Nether about 2,000 blocks without having to worry about any lava or anything else getting in my way. Here we go. Okay, so here we are in the Nether, everyone. Got my super smelter, got my building all set up here. First thing you want to do is head to the lowest portion on the ground so you don't have to dig very low after you get there. So let me show you a way that I got down to a lower part. I just dug right over to here and started to dig down. And see, I dug quite a ways down here. Very simple to do, dig forward and down. And I dug down as far as I could possibly go. You can now see my Y coordinate on the left portion of the screen. You see it says position 380, 5, -53. That 5 is the most important thing. You can see that there is bedrock here, which is the 4th level. My feet are on the 5th level, and then it's the 6th level. So I'm actually digging on level 5 and 6, but level 5 is what I'm standing on. And I was able to dig for 2,000 blocks directly straight on level 5. There's no lava. There's no running into absolutely anything. I'll make this go in a time lapse so you can see how far I was able to go. Okay, I went all the way to the end of the 3rd coordinate. You can see position 380, 5, -600. Because I wanted that to actually read -4,800, which it will when you go back to the overworld from this position. But now I needed that first coordinate not to be 380. I needed that to be much higher to get to the place where I needed to be. So I took an immediate left right here, and I'll time lapse this as well, but I went to the correct coordinate, and this is a lot more blocks. Okay, and here we are at the end of the tunnel where I decided that I would go up before I built an actual Nether portal that would get me back to the overworld. And this is just a little finisher haul in order to get me to the correct coordinates that I needed to be at so that I could get directly to the stronghold. And you can see the position of -1355, 64, -605. So originally I was around 300 on the first coordinate and around 0, I believe, on that last coordinate. But you can see now that I've traveled roughly 1,600 blocks and another 600 to 2,200, 2,000 or so blocks. There's no mobs to run into on your very first time digging this. There's no lava that I ran into the entire time. As you can see, where this portal goes to is directly into a little home that I made, a little house with the portal directly inside of it. It took me to the stronghold. So I was able to go from approximately 2,300 in that first coordinate to -10,886. And in that last coordinate, it's approximately 300. And instead here, I'm -4,774. An absolutely huge amount of traveling done without running into any mobs or any lava. I'm going to go back into the Nether, go back to my actual Nether hub home, and I'll dig down to the bottom onto level 5, and I'll dig for a while again so you can see that there's no harm that is done to you on levels 5 and 6 in Bedrock Edition anyways. You can do it yourself, travel a very long period of time, and be completely safe. Alright, now for the trip back real quick. Again, we're going all the way down to the Y coordinate, which is the 2nd coordinate of 5. And taking this very long tunnel. Now some people will tell you that you can go to the very top few layers or the top 20 layers of the entire Nether if you dug yourself all the way to the top, and then you can run along there. You just have to be very cautious of lava coming down onto you, or more importantly, you got to be aware of any holes that just show up underneath your feet where you can fall all the way down to the bottom of the Nether, or into a spot where maybe you can't get out of, where you get burned up by lava and die. In this situation, when you're on level 5, I'm running on level 5, but you're level 5, 6, there is no lava, there's no mobs. You can keep on digging, you can keep on going for as long as you want. As far as I know anyways, I've dug, like I said here, over 2,000 blocks. When we get to the end of this tunnel, I'm going to show you if I continue to dig in another direction randomly, that we won't run into any lava or in any mobs either. I'll ensure that I have the survival mode on, and we'll keep cranking and see how we do. Okay, so here's the stairs that go all the way up to the top. I had peaceful mode on just because that was what I left out of in the last settings. And so let's switch this back over to hard. And so if there's any mobs, they're going to be showing up. I will just dig in another direction. Okay, again, we're at the Y coord, the second coordinate, which shows 5. So if we continue to dig from 5, but let's just dig. Oops. I'm using a much more advanced pick than I had before, so we're going really fast. So anyways, let's continue to dig this, and we'll crank along for a while here and see how we do. Okay, here's a pocket. I told you before, you can run into pockets, but you can see that there's no lava, there's no mob. Oops, I'm accidentally digging a little bit too deep on some of this. You can see if you put this on the right spot, you're able to just run and hold it down and dig for a very long period of time. You can see there's no lava, there's no mobs. You can see my position on my coordinate is 500. I'm counting up. Again, it's on the left hand side of the screen. We're at 540, 600. See, here's another pocket. But no harm done, nothing inside of it again. We're all the way to 700, so you can see this is really simple, really easy. All you gotta do is get down to where your second coordinate is 5, and you can dig for pretty much as long as you want. I always recommend you put on fire resistance. In this case, I recommend that you put on the speed too, so you don't have to go so slow. I'm just gonna kind of fill these up as we went. I hope you guys really enjoy a way where you can get through the Nether to get all the way to your stronghold or wherever it may be, to dig through the Nether for a really long period of time, your very first time. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great day. Take it easy.